Good morning, YouTube, geekdom, assorted ne'er-do-wells and heathens. I am the artisan MC. And I'm going to talk at you a little bit while I drive myself to work. Finish my chocolate muffin and drink a little bit of my coffee. Get my people tolerance skills up. How y'all doing today? Happy Hump Day. It is Hump Day, Hump Day, Hump Day. And my motto for Hump Day is hump the day, don't let the day hump you. Verbally. So, if you can hear me in the chat, give me a 1. Like, share, subscribe, do all those things that you do on YouTube because that helps the channel thrive, as well as putting up regular content. But you do your part, I do mine. Everything else will work out just fine. So, today is my first day back to work after a week of vacation. It's kind of good. I should have made it a week and a half. I didn't think about it at the time I made it because I figured I would be on an island somewhere, right? But since I didn't go to Maui, I was still here in the area in the Bay. So Thursday and Friday were, just doing stuff around the house or whatnot. And then Saturday was hanging out, for a birthday dinner with my mother. So Sunday I did an 8-hour stream with you guys in 2 parts, like the damn Lord of the Rings. Gave you the 2 towers on Sunday. So I guess today is Return of the King. Right. So by the time I just had one day that I just woke up and thought about I don't have to go to work today, nothing like that, I actually did have to go to work for an HR meeting. So, and I was on call. So I will plan that out better the next time. Yes. Good thing about having a job like this, you get vacation time yearly. And the year is almost up. The year is almost up. Time to get that vacation time refresh. And if things go right, I will end up having a vacationing partner. So that'll do. Crash one, pick up, like they say, like a bus. Another 15 minutes. See what happens. What's good, Malika? See, good brother Malika in the building. Yeah, it was a good vacation. I probably spent about as much money. I probably spent about as much in the Bay Area as I would have out of town. I pretty much did the same shit. I still had the same mentality. I'm on vacation. So I did what I wanted to do, which is I ate good, I drank good. I mean, I went to Pier 39 to do my yearly constitutional, meaning I got to go to Pier 39, got to go by Weeby Knives, where I bought my blade sword and I bought some other, edged weapons on a yearly basis. Went by the Candy Baron, got me like a little half pound of soft water taffy that me and my kids used to love doing. And I still do it because I believe in traditions. Even if they're not here, I do it and send their ass pictures of what they missed out on. And then I went to Boudin and had some clam chowder in a bread bowl. And I had what I did for the first time, I got me a bottle of wine too. Got me a bottle of wine and sat there like a native San Franciscan and had me some red wine and clam chowder. Looked at the tourists. Like, fuck y'all doing? Enjoyed myself. Took a walk. Enjoyed myself on a sunny day. Even took the ferry over, which I had not done from V-Town. I hadn't done from V-Town. Since I stay in the V now, I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking benefit of that shit. The time is 12, 11 something. Shit, I got time. Let's jump on this ferry. See what this ferry from Vallejo to San Francisco all about. It's a good ride, man. It's a good ride. Entertaining. If I took that ride twice a day, I'd finish a book a week again. Serious. I would finish a book a week again. Because in a 1 hour ride, across some easy, some smooth water, some flat water, oh my God. Dude, I will power through a book. I will eat the things like apple. I will get through a series. That's how I got through that Star Wars series. Riding BART and stuff like that. Just having an hour at a time dedicated to just sit down and read a book. So 2 hours a day gets you through a lot of goddamn pages. Well, so get back to that and driving the way I do. I have to have an auto drive car. I got to buy me a Tesla or some shit. And actually trust me enough to be sitting there reading a book and not thinking that the damn AI is going to take over and run me into a fucking truck or something. So, yeah. What up, Ray Hama? Forces in the building, forces with us. So what's the rest of the hyperbole today? I was having a little voice conversation with Black Bane this morning that I was finishing up on. He was talking about his little geek conversation with dudes while they out, finished working out, sitting around, smoking cigars, shit like that, talking geek shit. Him trying to combat a lot of dumb shit that comes out of one of the guys' mouths because he spends a lot of time on Facebook arguing with idiots, which I don't do. Spend no time on Facebook arguing with people who barely read fucking comic books. That's fucking pointless. I don't particularly enjoy arguing with people anyway. One, it's not a fair fight, especially if it's on a topic I know. Two, it is a waste of time. It's just a dick measuring competition at that point. You're going to fall short. Outside of making comics myself, my dick is pretty big and geeky. Got a pretty big geeky strong, okay? It's just how it goes. I'm very invested in that speaking. The only thing I ain't done is draw ink or make it my own comic and publish it. Okay? JT probably got the biggest geek schlong around me right now because he actually still publishes his own comic and has worked in a comic shop and managed it. So you can't tell him shit about fucking comic books and shit. No, there ain't shit you about to tell him. Might want to shut up and listen. But beyond that, because I don't like arguing with people, and I am from Richmond, we don't do that much arguing. It's not that much arguing before triggers is flipped and buttons is pushed, and people want to fuck all this, man. What we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, how you want to be slapped? Because that's what it's gonna be. Especially if motherfuckers try to take it personal and you ain't making none of this shit. You're just talking about it. So we're having a good conversation. One of the points he brought up was about Marvels. How Disney was having their people out there over the internet trying to claim that the movie was being brought down by toxic fans. I had to run back and tell Black Bane, like, hey, there is some truth to that shit. There is some truth to it. I couldn't give you a percentage. Couldn't. But there is some truth to that. It's not the whole reason people don't like the movie, but it is part of it why it's getting the responses getting. Absolutely. I had to just break it down to them a little bit how you guys know I hit on this all the time. I've been hitting on this since I came onto YouTube and started creating content. Right? It's that media pushes the narrative. The media is a way, the propaganda is a way to move the masses. They will put stuff out there to move the masses, the sheeples, not my word. Shout out to Sam for it. To push people in that direction. To push people in a direction. And I'm against that kind of cultural, subversive cultural push. To push people and herd people in different directions, to hate things, not like things, think certain ways about people that they know nothing about. It's kind of how black folks get done. That's why I'm against it. And that's why I recognize it when I see it. This shit with the marbles, that's what it was. It was there. It was there early. Early. That movie, like I told Black Bane, that movie was dead on arrival. Because there was no way, like Julius Caesar showing up to the Coliseum, that motherfucker wasn't leaving dead. There's no way. There was no way. They were out in force against it before you even saw a trailer. And truth be told, Brie Larson and that first director kind of brought that shit on themselves. They did. Look, Brie Larson being unsufferable in interviews and shit like that wasn't a help. The director putting all that hate male feminist stuff in the first Captain Marvel movie didn't help. And then Marvel taking that whole turn with phase feminism didn't help. None of that shit helped. Tiana Parrish and Mom Vellani ain't got nothing really to do with that shit. Nothing whatsoever. They'll get smeared for it because they're in this movie. But they had nothing to do with that push. Nothing whatsoever. They knew to all this Marvel shit. Both of them. This is like the second Marvel outing for each of them. Right? So it's not them. So what does it come down to? A feminist bit and a lead actress who want to talk shit about the fan base. Nobody is for that. That's the dumbest move ever. You don't think so? Look at every company that's done that. How has their movie, TV show done? How did Rings of Power do? How did Charlie's Angels by Elizabeth Banks do? How did some of this other stuff that DC put out do? How did Birds of Prey do? Common sense. Common fucking sense. If sense is common. If the majority of your fan base is men, it makes absolutely no sense in the world to make a movie within this fan base and then talk shit about the 80% of your fucking audience and then wonder why your movie go brick. You got to be the dumbest motherfuckers. Like, you got to be the dumbest people on the planet Earth. Getting paid a shitload of money to be stupid. Tell me you didn't get your position off of, hard talking because you had a pair of boobs. What up, Nigel? In the UK, what's happening with you? Long time no see. Peace to the family in the Wordsmith little coffee money. Yeah, I appreciate the coffee money. I do, because I run on coffee. Not because I need the caffeine, it's because I need the caffeine to calm me down so I can deal with dumbasses and not lose my shit. Not go full Scorpio. Like, get over here. I have to hear that Shang Tsung in my head. Finish them. So appreciate that, Nigel. But yeah, that's what it is. It makes no sense to do that unless you are really popular. Unless you're really popular, you can probably get away with some shit like that. But not if you're trying to be family friendly and get their money. Oh, there's no way. Think about it this way: you in a bar, some cute chick comes slinking up next to you. Everything you like, and I don't know what you like. It could be a dude. Either way, this works for anybody, right? Everything you attracted to, this motherfucker got. If they rolled up on you and start rubbing their hand in your pocket and said, "I hate motherfuckers like you. You make me sick," would you let them go in there and get your wallet and buy a drink? Fuck no. Like, bitch, what is you doing? You get your goddamn hand on my pocket. The fuck away from me. There is no way. You can't neg the audience, okay? You can't neg the audience. This is not that dominatrix shit. Like you can't shit on the audience and think they're about to give you money for that. No, it's not how it works. At least lie to me a little bit. I mean, look, it's not that hard to think of a movie or actors as prostitutes. It's not that hard. Look, lie to me and tell me it's the biggest and I'm the bestest you've ever seen. And I'll give you money for that shit. But if you're going to tell me it's small, you don't like me, and you'd rather be humping a tree, then go fucking hump a tree. I'm not giving you anything for that. I'm not. Why would I? You ain't doing shit for me. Nothing at all. So, what up? I'm listening. So, it's taken a while, and us as fans, I believe, have spent enough time waiting for these damn people in Hollywood and these studio heads to get it through their thick fucking uteruses that we don't like that shit. That the Marvels going down was gonna happen, right? It was gonna happen regardless. But in addition to that, there is a contingent of people pushing the fan base, the casual fan base, to hate this shit. Because they know what hot buttons to push on them. And that's why you hear the same 5 things. I told Black Bane this morning. I said, dude, watch any review. Write down a list of the 5 things you know that somebody can hate about this movie. And then watch any review and see if they don't hit on all 5 of those things. Every one of them. And probably in the same order. That's the scary part. Because it means they might as well be reading off a script. It might as well be cable news. Might as well. Because they're doing the same talking head shtick. And some of them used to be ex-talking heads. So, for me, I tend to be a little bit more aware of that. I don't fault them for doing it. Look, you got to try it, right? It's like working with a thief. You know he's going to try to rob you at some point. But you just need to be aware of it and make sure you ain't the one getting got like a dumbass. You know who the hell he is? Like, I know you're going to go in my pocket. Stop fucking around. You know, you just got to be a little bit better, smarter than the average bear. Don't mean you can't work with it, but just mean you don't leave your wallet laying loose. Common sense. Or uncommon sense. I should keep calling it that so people get it through their head. So that contingent of the fan base does just hate the movie for those 5 reasons. You can probably think them up yourself. Put them in the chat. You've heard it. It's in your head. You know how you react to it. It's a trigger word. This is what cognitive behavioral psychology is all about. Figuring out your fucking triggers. Figuring out what words, what phrases, what things, what smells, what situations spurring you into some automatic animalistic fucking reactions. and learning how to control that shit. That's it. Do the mental work. You do that shadow work. Get inside yourself and understand what those points are, what those levers and buttons are. And then you take control of that shit, or you rip them out, so nobody else can't fuck with them. I can tell you one, it's all women in it. Don't make it a movie to me. It's not a trigger for me. It's a trigger for some people, but I happen to like women. So look, somebody said there was a party and I got one ticket and it's all women. I say my chances is pretty good, nigga. Look, I'll send y'all pictures, man. But what I'm not gonna do is like, no, can my boys come? It's too many vaginas to hell. That ain't what I'm gonna say. That's not what I'm gonna say. But check my pockets, make sure my magnum clip is loaded, and I'm going in, homie. Cover me. I'm going in. And I'm gonna do my damnedest. Like they say in the fight, I can't beat all of you, but I can make an example out of a few of you. I'm going in. It's just what it's gonna be. So I'm not afraid of an all-female movement. They ain't turning me into having a vagina. No, I'm a lesbian. I'm good. Good with the coochie rat. I like that smell. I like that flavor. So that's not a knock on the movie to me. Fuck, I saw Black Widow. Only thing I came out of Black Widow with is a weird love for Florence Pugh. Damn, she cute as shit. Oh, she a youngster. Oh my God. Now I feel like an old dirty man. But she is something nice. And I wasn't disappointed when I saw her in Oppenheimer. No. I better not catch you out of nowhere, Florence. I will put the Maceth down. And we'll put the Maceth down. May not work, but look, I will shoot my shot. I'm trying for a 3-pointer. Trying to get that Steph Curry in that bitch. So I don't have a problem with that shit. And Sam, Black Bang was pointing it out when he said, that his generation grew up on Sarah Connor and Ripley. Yeah. So why the fuck would we care about women in a movie? Told y'all, one of my favorite anime characters is Motoko Kusanagi in Ghost of the Shell. I don't give a fuck about no woman protagonist. I welcome if the movie's good. That don't bother me. The feminism part bothers me. What wave of feminism bothers me that they running with, but none of that stuff actually bothers me. I don't mind a woman being in the movie. I don't mind her being the lead of it. I'll watch it either way. But just don't be trying to tell me how terrible I am because you want me to watch your fucking movie. Eat a dick. 2 of them. A sick one. One second. Morning. Are we there? Thank you. What did Malika say? I know he gonna have a good witticism for today too, because he was up early. That means that motherfucker brain active today. Man, Malika, Malika, get off my wavelength, or maybe I caught up to your wavelength, so I heat 52. You goddamn right. I'd rather be deep in a fish fry than a sausage party. You goddamn right about that. Look, I'd rather be the only fry in a plate of fish and chips than the only fry in a sausage platter. You fuck all that. Nope. Never did the sausage party. That's why with me and my homeboys, when I was young, my boy No Sleeping, then when we hit a spot and we looking to get phone numbers and stuff, man, we click up. That's our little three guy hunting party, right? But we split up like the Blue Angels. We off in our own direction. You bag the numbers that you bag, some chicks that you actually got on the line. We form back up like Voltron, compare notes, and see which ones we're gonna all try to go out with. We work that shit out as teenagers. Teenagers. Nowadays, I'm a solo hunter. I don't need a whole crowd of motherfuckers around me because chances are one of them goofballs in the group is gonna always be trying to fuck up your game. Why? Because the chick might be feeling you more than she feeling his ass. Look, dude, just understand, feel the vibe and go with the flow. Get on the other one. You never know. This day and age, y'all could all end up fucking. If that's your kind of thing. You might still get to have her and not have to deal with the bullshit. You never know. But be that as it may, there go no sleep right there. Coming up on my phone. You must have heard me thinking about it. But either way, there are, excuse me, there was a group of people that really wanted this movie to fail and did everything they could to keep pumping it out there how bad it was to make sure it did fail. Those are people who profit off of that shit. You don't think so? Okay. Check your view counts. Pull up a view count of somebody who actually said the movie wasn't that bad, and then pull up the view count of somebody who said the movie was absolutely terrible. And just assume, if you look at those ones that were saying the movie was terrible, every one of those reviews that said the movie was absolutely terrible, and their view count numbers are different people every time. How many people is that? That's a large contingent of the fan base being pushed in one direction. That's why you can't say they don't have an influence. There is a such thing as a social media influencer. There is. For that reason. You push the masses in a certain direction. You do. So I can't say that Disney is 100% lying. They're not. They're right. Yeah, it was attacked. You can't watch a review and say it wasn't. You would be being disingenuous. But I can't say that was the whole problem either. You kind of did it to yourself. Because trust and believe, if we found out a new Star Wars show was coming out tomorrow, that motherfucker would go down in flames for what y'all did. It would get shit on the same way the Marvels is. Sight unseen. For pretty much the same reasons. You haven't shown that you care about this damn fan base. You've shown that you don't care about nothing, pushing stuff in the fan base's face that they don't fucking want. And that you despise and disparage at every avenue the majority of your fan base for some mythical new fan base that you think you building out of what? As far as I know, unless they get artificially inseminated, lesbians don't have kids, unless they didn't always used to be lesbian. They kind of jumped the fence, try to get it easy. And those kids ain't growing up geeks like that because remember, the fan base is all toxic male stuff, right? Because they actually want to be males. So they gonna get them into other shit. Dyeing their hair purple, wearing nail polish and shit like that, and being soft as pharmacy cotton. It can only be masculine enough to not overpower the mama. So you won't have that nice things. You don't have a universe that is cohesive and actually supportive and respectful of everybody. You won't have that shit. which is why you don't right now. It ain't because the fan base walked away from you. It's because you disparaged the fan base and pushed them away from your ass. Because like a chick, you thought there was something better coming. God gonna send me somebody better. God sent you the people that was here, dumb motherfucker. Those are the ones you were supposed to be riding with. And you told God he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And there is no God. You God. Okay. Then why you got all this shit fucked up? Why you got it all fucked up? Why can't you sell it now? What up, Arya, the chocolate witch? What did Malika say? See my brother Eminem over there from Philly. Facts always have an abundant mind state. Never make decisions in fear, scarcity, or lack. Yeah, those are. If you make a decision in any one of those states, you should already know this is a flawed decision, and I'm going to get some fucked up results. Right? It's like chemistry. You can put certain chemicals together and get the desired reaction that you want. But if you put something in there that's a little bit off from what you're supposed to put in there, you're going to get some different shit happening. Something is going to go awry somewhere. That chemical reaction is going to be a little bit off. Chemistry, cooking, any of that shit. You can make a bomb-ass cake, use the recipe all the time. But if one time you went to sprinkle that dash of salt and you got more salt in there than you usually put in there, that is going to change the whole taste, flavor, complexion of that item, that cake. It's going to be fucked up. And you already accept that, and you know when you kept cooking it. Like, damn, this is going to be messed up a little bit. Well, fuck it. I made an omelet, and I was putting cilantro on it. The cilantro was already kind of dry, so I needed some fresh cilantro. I didn't have it, so I was using shakeable. It wasn't coming out good. I pat that bitch and got a big wow. Like, oh, fuck. A lot of cilantro. More cilantro than I wanted in that shit. I kept making that omelet because I wanted to eat it. But you know what I didn't do when I finished eating that omelet? It was like, oh, goddamn, this was too much. Yeah, it was too goddamn much. Too fucking much. But I shut the fuck up and I ate it because I did it. I knew it was coming. I did it. Can't complain about it now. That's called accountability. You should learn that shit. It starts with an A and a C. So it's way up there in the alphabet book. Way up there. You can get to it pretty quickly. For all you people who've ever been punished with copying shit out the dictionary. Should be easy to find. So with all this stuff that they're doing at Disney to piss on, show their ass to, and not a good way, the male fan base, don't be surprised when people come out and want to hate your shit. You shouldn't be surprised at all. Your comment should be, yeah, we expected that. That's it. No whining, no crying, no complaining. They toxic, they hateful. None of that shit. Shut up and take it. You did this. This is what you did. Because best believe that fan base would really want to like your shit. They really would. They would really want to love what you put out. But they can't no more because you're spitting their face too many goddamn times. I mean, perfect example. People finally started reviewing the finale of Loki. And a lot of them saying anything different than I said. But you know what it is. You know what it is. Me and Black Bang had a good laugh on that shit too. So did I when I had one privately when I was watching some people reviews of that shit. It's like, oh, you saw my video. Thank you. But I told you, for most of Loki, that shit was boring. I was bored to death. Falling asleep on it. Couldn't barely watch it. But that last episode was a banger. That last episode was awesome. What changed? What changed? Oos! Compassionate Callous, what's good with you? Shout out to my Scorpio brother, the nameless protagonist. I know his birthday should have been, I think it's coming up or it just passed. So if y'all know no names, let's go drop him a oos on his channel in his comment section because that's my Scorpio brother right there. I'm gonna hit him on Instagram, give him his praise, smart ass. If I go to Japan, I'm gonna have to have nameless be a guide or something because the passport get here, Japan is on the list, motherfucker. Japan and Thailand because I had a desire to see a Muay Thai fight in Thailand. You've been on my Instagram, you see I always post Muay Thai fights, little skinny motherfuckers that's just muscle, just busting each other open. That shit look fun to me. That shit look fun, my nigga. I want to go to Thailand and watch a Muay Thai fight. I want to be in there throwing my bots down too. I want to see that shit live. I don't think they put my big ass in there, but it would be absolutely entertaining for my big ass to get in there and get fucked up by some little Thai dude. Because that would be exactly right. Why? Because I ain't trained for that, especially not the way they train. So I should get my ass kicked, and I ain't worried about that at all. This ain't a movie, nigga. This real life. You good at what you train for, and you suck at what you haven't. That should be a note to Disney. You ain't trained to be good to the male audience, so you're sucking at making movies with a majority male audience. And I tell you this much, you sucking at doing it for females too, because they ain't coming out to watch that shit. Not in droves. There's two females in here right now. One of them is a fan of Marvel Comics, not just the females, as far as I know. The other one probably couldn't give a shit less about females in it, guys in it, Marvel, DC, whoever it be. And she could be starring right next to Tiana Paris in the shorts. In the shorts. If you win, you get a beer all night. I don't need a beer all night, but that Thai beer, you get fucked up off of that. You can drink a lot of those though. You can drink a shitload of them. It's like probably like drinking fucking Coors Light or some shit like that. Mostly water. Mostly water. So your ass will be pissing forever. But I know from my ex in-laws that used to go to Thailand every year, them motherfuckers would get to a bar and they'd be fucked up because they like to drink and they would be drinking all damn night. No bullshit. I seen the pictures. Them motherfuckers red faced as fuck. Like them idiot fucking white folks on vacation. Fucked up. Fucked up. But it looked like they had a lot of fun. But anyway, it's like 7:18. I made it to work. I was on call last night. I didn't get one call, which was good because that gave me some time to conversate with a lovely lady. I hesitate saying that because Toya know she keep fucking around. I'm gonna fly to Dallas, try to knock her ass down, and record it so the Chocolate Witch can watch. What up, Darren Anderson? What's good with you? But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. That was my little hump day hyperbole. I thought it'd be good because there were some metaphors flying around in that shit. But realize that some of this geek stuff, and I told Black Bane this, that this next year I think I'm gonna inject myself to more of those geek conversations because I want to see if I can actually quiet down some of this dumbass uninformed stuff. I really want to see if I can do that. See if I can actually make a decent social media push into people actually reading some of these goddamn comics and not talking out their ass like they got a trumpet stuck up it. Because Your complaints to ruining things are not making any of this stuff better necessarily, because you're not giving them anything to make better. You're not telling them anything to make better. I'm all for a complaint if you have a solution to make that shit better. But if all you have is a complaint, you just hate it just because it's a vagina in it and all the rest of that shit, man, grow the fuck up. Grow up. Get a chick. Find one. Older or younger. You should be able to hit in your demographic somewhere. And then give them some constructive tips. If they don't want to take it, that's on them. But me, I'm not really into just watching things burn. I mean, I like a good fireplace like anybody else. But I don't get, you know, running around a dumpster fire like it's Lord of the fucking Flies. That's not what I'm on. That was a nightmare scenario. I was Ralph in that shit. Okay? Thinking horrified. These motherfuckers are resorted to their base instincts, and I'm gonna have to kill these little bastards. Yeah, that's me. I'm not the one dancing around the fire waiting to kill the pig. I don't like seeing things burn like that. I want to see things be better. I do. I want them to be better. I want them to appreciate and respect the fan base. And actually, you ain't got to kiss our ass, but you don't have to go out of your way to disrespect us, even. You don't. Make something true to this source material with some minor changes. You can make some minor changes, but you ain't going to overhaul it and turn it into something else and say, see, it's still the same thing. We wrapped a label around it. Fuck you. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. You can put a Sprite label on a can of piss and don't mean I'm going to drink that shit. It doesn't. It's just a can of piss. So that's my 2 cents on it. That's Wednesday. That's hump day. I'm going to get here and get this work done. My first day back. There's going to be some people unhappy to see me. And I don't give a fuck. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to get my money. And then this weekend, I will be on call. So you will get a on call stream on Sunday. But either way, I'm back at it, saving up for the next trip. I gotta go to Vegas in December, early part of December. My homegirl's birthday. We're gonna get it in. I got something planned for her. She don't even know what the fuck it is. But I told y'all and I told her, we ain't doing this miserable life bullshit. Fuck all that. That's not around me. Oh hell no. I'm done dealing with miserable ass people. Fuck that. Mm-mm. If you were miserable with life, I don't know, go kill yourself or some shit. Look, there's too much other shit to be doing out here. Too much other shit going on that's more serious than you sitting around being fucking miserable. I ain't got time for that energy. Fuck it, be miserable. I ain't gonna be there with you. So BMT say back to the triggerverse. Yeah. That should be the name of your stream. Back to the triggerverse. And shout out to Artie Ibmore because I didn't do a box opening on the stream, but I did get that Gungrave Gore the other day. It did show up. I got it in the house. I have not turned it on or played it yet. So if y'all get a killing time one day this week, that'll probably be what it is. You'll see Gungrave Gore because I am a Gungrave fan. And yes, that big ass $900 statue is on my Amazon wish list. I got to get this Black Panther one out the way first before I start doing that. But that Gungrave statue, that's instant. If I buy it for $9 after it comes out, that's an instant. I think that's an instant $1,200 statue after it's sold. After it's sold, automatically a $1,200 statue because they don't make a lot of those. It's how you buy geek shit. You don't buy the mass market shit that they keep making every fucking week. It has to be rare. It has to be limited in quality. And it has to be kind of expensive initially, so a lot of people don't buy that shit. Then it holds the value. Then it goes up. So that's it. I'm getting out of here. I said that before. I mean it this time. I fucking mean it. Thank y'all for coming through. Thanks for showing up to the stream and showing me some love. I do like that because it's hard out here for a struggling black man in these YouTube streets. Everybody want to take from you, nobody want to give to you. Appreciate you, Nigel, for supporting the stream all the way from the UK. And I will see y'all next time. Have a good day. Peace.